This discussion is a follow-up to issue 1 from our Hariki Path 1 video. Let's stop considering Aikido as a purely defensive martial art. It's not. It's a reactive, dynamic martial art. And once you learn the mechanics of a technique, you should no longer practice it in a static format. Get away from doing that. In most dojos, it doesn't progress to true Aikido. It stays stagnant, and that's not going to work in a real situation. We should all strive to make our technique as dynamic and as flowing as possible. Dynamic is defined as a force that stimulates change. If you doubt what we should strive to be doing, you should watch the videos of O-sensei in 1935 when he was doing real Aikido techniques when he was in his prime. He attacks the attacker. He doesn't wait. You can learn 2 things from watching him or the videos of our sensei. Area 1, the technique does not start when there is contact from Uki. It starts as soon as Uki establishes his tent. You watch O-sensei, he's constantly moving. He is attacking the attack as soon as Uki makes any aggressive movements towards him. If you wait, you're going to be off balance and you're going to get hit. And we'll show you in a few minutes what I mean by that. Remember, from an attacker's perspective, it's easy to assault a stationary object, not a dynamic moving target. That's why police officers that have a 90 to 100% hit rate on the target range when they're shooting a stationary target hit the target 90 to 100% of the time. When they're in a shooting situation, that statistic drops drastically to about 15 to 20% hit because the target is moving. So move, it makes it difficult for your attacker to hit you. Area 2, you must govern Uki's movement immediately by either physically controlling him or luring him off balance with your movement. Let's look at our sphere of influence. Okay? It's a visual aid that allows our students to understand movement and safety boundaries. When my timing is off, I generally come back to using the sphere. Okay? One size fits all. The perimeter is the minimum reaction safety distance. Once Uki breaches it, it becomes more confrontational and it becomes harder to pull off the technique. And you may either have to reestablish your circle again and distance again, or you may have to do what I call abandoning techniques. Those are much more difficult to pull off. I'm going to show you one tonight, but we're going to focus predominantly on lower rank techniques. If you move too soon, Uki can track you. And then again, you've got to reestablish your distance. So you want to aggressively go after Uki. As you get more advanced, your dynamic sphere is going to get bigger and bigger. And we'll talk about that in more advanced classes. And you could watch O-sensei doing that in his videos when you look at the 1935 videos. So tonight we're going to focus on lower rank, and I will show you one of the abandoning techniques. Normally, if you saw my other video, what we generally see is a very static movement. Eddie comes in, I stand there, he comes in, he breaches the circle, and I have to now do the technique. The problem is in the real world, he's not going to just hold my hand. This is not the threat. That's the threat. He's grabbing me, not because he wants to hold my hand, it's because he wants to punch me. Okay? So what I have to do, go back Ed, is I have to start to move just as he starts to now. His hand's breaching the perimeter. His foot is breaching the perimeter. I now have to, don't worry about it, John, I have to now react to that movement. Like I was saying earlier, if I move too soon, he's going to refocus and hit me. So what I want to do, as soon as he starts to breach, now I want to start to move. So this is what it's really going to look like. And I'm getting off center. Notice I'm grabbing him. Remember I discussed that in video 1. He is off balance. His center is now no longer attacking me. He's off balance. How do we know that? Shoulder 1 is higher than shoulder 2. He's off balance. It makes it very difficult for him to throw a punch. Even if he throws the punch, he's not going to have a lot of power behind it. How do I know that? Because his foot is not perfectly attached to the ground. It's not a stable platform for him. I'm going to do a corner drop. He's going to come in. I'm going to flash him. The flash, which you see Sensei do all the time. Sensei do all the time. He's not making contact, but what it's doing is throwing his center backwards. I'm going to come in. He's off center. I'm going to throw him, and I'm going to finish the technique. So this is what it's going to look like. Okay. Now, I talked a little bit about abandoning techniques. This is a little more advanced. I'm going to let him breach. I'm going to move a little bit off center, but I'm going to have to react to the true weapon hand. So he's going to come in. I waited a little bit. That's the hand I have to be worrying about. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to deal with it, and I'm going to finish it. That's an abandoning technique. That's a little more advanced. Again, watch what happens. Because I waited too long, go slow, don't hit me. And it will knock my teeth out. Because I waited too long, I have a problem. I'm still getting off center, but that hand is being released. I have to abandon the corner drop in this technique, or Aikido, or some other technique that I would perform here, because if it's a speed race at this point in time. If I don't pull this off quick enough, he's going to hit me. So if we do a corner drop, and I don't do it quick enough, he's going to hit me. Me being attached to him, I feel his body rotating. I now know I've got a choice. Get out of here and tank it out, or go after that weapon hand. I'm going to go after the weapon hand. I'm coming back on him. His balance is now thrown, and I can just simply finish him. Okay. Eddie's now going to take over, and I'm going to throw some kicks, because it doesn't matter what weapon you're using. Fist, knife, sword, Joe, spear, gun, as long as the bullet's not penetrating. He's going to deal with my kicks. As soon as they breach, he's going to take me out. If he waits, look what happens. He waits, too late. He's now going to do it correctly. Did you just get that on the tape, John?
Went off. But I got the...
That's not a good thing.
So, we'll go slow.
Round.
Yeah, I'll do a roundhouse. He attacked my kick. He did not allow the kick to breach. He caught the kick here. Did you think they saw it, John?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Eddie, you want to add anything? So again, this is simple. I went to Home Depot, indoor outdoor carpet. I cut it. It will really help your timing. Again, he's coming in. I'm here. He's off balance. If I wait, I'm off balance, and I got to deal with that. Again, Steve Tatanetti from Hariki Aikido.
Sensei Kirsty.
You can contact us here at the dojo, Maple Shade, New Jersey, or you can contact me on my website at AK Artisans or njtacticallawyer.com. Thanks a lot.